Nachiketa and Yam, the story of immortality. The Great Sacrifice. Long ago, in the land of sages and kings, there lived a pious man named Vajashrava. He was famous for performing great sacrifices to please the gods. One day, eager to gain divine merit, he arranged a grand yajna. As part of the ritual, he was supposed to give away all his possessions, especially his cows, to the Brahmins. But in his desire to keep his wealth intact, Vajashrava gave away old, weak cows, those that were barren, blind, and useless. He believed no one would notice. Among the audience sat his young son, Nachiketa, a boy of pure heart and sharp mind. Watching his father's actions, he felt troubled. If the sacrifice is meant to give away the best, why is father giving the worst? He thought. Nachiketa's question. Unable to keep silent, Nachiketa approached his father. Father, he asked innocently, to whom will you give me as a gift? His father ignored him. Nachiketa asked again. Still no reply. A third time he asked, Father, to whom will you give me? Annoyed by his persistence, Vajashrava, in a fit of anger, shouted, I give you to Yam, the god of death. The crowd gasped. Though spoken in anger, in Vedic tradition, words uttered during sacrifice carried great power. Nachiketa bowed his head. If it is my father's word, so be it, he thought. Without fear, he set off on his journey to Yam's abode. At the house of death, Nachiketa arrived at the kingdom of Yam, the lord of death. But Yam was not at home. For 3 days and nights, Nachiketa waited at the doorstep without food or water. When Yam returned, he was ashamed to see a Brahman boy waiting without hospitality. In ancient tradition, a guest is treated as divine. To make amends, Yam said, Dear child, because you have waited here 3 nights without food, I grant you 3 boons. Ask anything you wish. The first boon, reconciliation. Nachiketa spoke humbly. O Lord, my first wish is that when I return, my father's anger may vanish, and he may welcome me with love. Yam smiled. Granted. Your father will recognize you again with joy. The second boon, the fire of heaven. For his second boon, Nachiketa asked, O Lord, teach me the sacred fire sacrifice by which one attains heaven, where sorrow and death do not reach. Yam was pleased. He taught Nachiketa the mystery of the divine fire, how it is built, how it is offered, and the secret chants. Nachiketa learned quickly, and Yam named that fire after him, Nachiketa Agni. The third boon, the great question. Now came the third boon. Nachiketa spoke with deep seriousness. O Yam, men say when a man dies, some believe he still exists, others say he does not. I wish to know the truth of the soul after death. Yam grew grave. Nachiketa, he said, this question has puzzled even the gods. It is subtle, deep, and difficult. Ask for anything else, long life, wealth, kingdoms, elephants, horses, maidens, or anything you desire. But do not ask me this secret. But Nachiketa was firm. All those pleasures are temporary. Keep your wealth, O death. What I seek is only the truth. Tell me the secret of the immortal soul. Yam's teachings. Seeing the boy's determination, Yam's heart softened. He said, Listen carefully, Nachiketa. The body is mortal, but within it dwells the Atman, the true self. This self is eternal, unborn, and undying. It does not perish when the body perishes. Just as one changes old clothes for new, the soul leaves one body and takes another. The Atman cannot be cut by weapons, burnt by fire, drowned by water, or blown away by wind. It is subtler than the subtlest, greater than the greatest. Those who realize it become free from fear of death. Ignorant men chase wealth and pleasures, but the wise seek the eternal truth. The path to immortality is through self-control, meditation, and realization of the Atman. He who knows the self becomes one with Brahman, the infinite. Nachiketa listened with folded hands, absorbing every word. Yam continued. This knowledge is the highest treasure. By realizing the self, you transcend birth and death. This is the supreme secret, Nachiketa. Nachiketa returns. Yam blessed the boy and sent him back to his father. True to Yam's promise, Vajashrava embraced Nachiketa with love, his anger gone. But more importantly, Nachiketa returned with the highest wisdom, the knowledge of immortality. Moral of the story. Truth is greater than wealth or pleasure. Nachiketa chose eternal wisdom over temporary gains. The soul, Atman, is immortal. Understanding this removes the fear of death. Determination and purity of heart can unlock the deepest mysteries of life.